What's good, Primadonnas? Back again today with another video, and in today's video, because it's hella late at night, so I'm trying to be like a little quiet because I feel like everybody in this house is knocked and I'm in full beat. What is happening? In today's video, I decided to give you guys another fall glam. I actually wanted to dive into the Carnival 4 the Antidote palette again, because when I filmed with this the first time, you guys absolutely loved it, but I did tell you guys in that tutorial that I wanted to play with the greens, and that's exactly what I did in today's look. I wanted to give you guys another fall glam using the same palette, but switching up the color stories and actually diving into the greens. I also did use a bunch of other new makeup products in today's video, so yeah. This is just a full face of just popping ass makeup, and you guys, that is not even liner, that is actually all eyeshadow. So yeah, I achieved this entire eye look literally using just this palette. So yeah, just one more time, if you guys do not know what the palette looks like, this is what she is giving, and she's stunning, you guys. This is a perfect staple palette for fall time. Like, I need this, I love this. Definitely hit that subscribe button before you go, and until next time, babes, bye. Alright, beauties, you already know the drill. Jumping into voiceover, the brows are already on, and weirdly I decided to film at night. It is 8 o'clock at night and I never filmed this late, you guys, but it was a Saturday. I was home bored doing shit anyway, so I was just like, you know what, let's be creative, let's put the camera on record and see what the fuck I do. So I wanted to put my AirPods on, but I was dumb tight because my shits was dead, and you guys know I need my music to function. So yeah, going into my PLOUISE base. This one is in the shade Rumor 2, and I don't know why I was acting mad scared of this shit, bitch. You better go ahead and shake that and pack that bitch on, and let's get it together, okay? We need that base to be nice and thick, nice and opaque. If you guys ever worked with PLOUISE bases, this is literally gonna make the vibrancy of your shadows literally pop. So that's why I love these, you guys. It literally gives the perfect blank canvas for my eyelids, and they're super tacky, which is amazing for your eyeshadow to stick onto. So now moving on to the start of the show is the Carnival 4 Antidote palette. This is in collaboration with STACEY Marie, and I actually do have a whole full dedicated tutorial with this palette where I did a fall glam using the more warmer burnt orange reddish tones, but today I wanted to jump into the greens like I did mention in that video. I also wanted to mention the brush that I'm using. This is a Morphe X Nikita Dragon N1 brush, and this brush is perfect for doing cut creases, you guys. So I'm taking the shade Antidote, which is kind of like the main shade in this palette. It is a gorgeous deep green, you guys, but it does have a little bit of like a navy blue shift. It is gorgeous. But anyway, as you guys can see, this brush makes it super easy to kind of give you a guideline for your cut crease. Today we are going for more of a winged out cut crease shape, and as you guys can see, we're just creating a line, but it does have a little bit of a fluff to it, which is also going to pack on the color beautifully as well as blend it out minimally, if that makes sense. All of the brushes that I'm using today are very small and detailed. I did just want to zoom in really quickly on the brushes that I'm using. I'm not using any fluffy brushes in today's video. They're all very small. I mean, they are fluffy, but they're more on the smaller side. And all of the brushes are from Morphe. They're just all from different collaborations. So yeah, my favorite brushes are always Morphe brushes. But anyways, now I'm going into the shade Clover, and I'm gonna do the sandwich method, which is basically putting 50% of the other shade right on top of 50% of the shade that you just previously put down. So you're just pretty much scratching right along the darker shade. You're not necessarily mixing the colors together. That's not what we're doing here. You're literally just putting them right on top of each other. And somebody else was inspired to do makeup at 8 o'clock at night. Look at Miss Autumn, okay? She is giving us pink and purple, okay? Love that. So yeah, that was my baby's makeup look, and I wanted to say she looked crazy, but bitch, I look crazy. But anyways, now going into the shade Moss, and I love this shade so much, you guys. It is a beautiful yellow green shade. I love it. It's definitely like sea moss. And I'm going to use this and blow this up all the way into the brow bone, you guys. This is going to be our third shade for this green transition for our crease here. And like I said, I am not afraid to utilize my eye space, you guys. I love to blow my shadows all the way up into my brow. So yeah, don't be afraid to take it there. So now that you have all three of your colors laid down, now you want to go in and perfect. So what we were doing first was just giving the eyeshadows a placement, and now we're going in and making sure that every eyeshadow is nice and blended. So yeah, I like to do my crease in steps. Now I'm taking a little bit of my cellular water. This one is from Sephora, and I'm taking a Q-tip, and now what we're going to do pretty much is just make our lives easier and cut the crease first with my cellular water. And we also want to remove that PLOUISE base, because when you cut your crease for the second time around, you want to make sure that you're doing it directly on skin, and you do not want to be layering the base on top of each other, because then it will like chunk up and get weird and thick. So you do not want to do that. Also, you can see I'm also dragging the crease all the way out to my temples as well as onto the sides of my nose. This is a very dramatic cut crease, okay? But now we're going to go into another PLOUISE base, but this one is in the shade Blank Canvas. This one compared to Rumor 2 is a lot more thicker, and I like to use this on a very, very flat brush to cut my crease. As you guys can see, I am not swiping when it comes to doing my cut creases. I am tapping. So I'm literally using the edge of the brush to kind of create the shape for me. And I feel like tapping just gives me a straighter line instead of me trying to swipe. And like I said, I am also packing on my base as well. As you guys can see, with this time around, we're not going to spread the base all onto our lids, because for this part we are going to start on the little ombre liner. So first I'm going in with the shade Butter, and then I will be taking the shade Spiced Coral and also the shade Aubergine. I believe I'm saying that right, not sure, but anyways, yeah, I'm taking this on a very small angled brush, and you just want to literally tap right on that base. That base is going to help all of these eyeshadows stick right onto it and make it super easy. So first starting with the yellow, and then you want to make sure that that yellow is blending into that spiked coral shade. And like I said, I also do have a towel on my lap that you guys cannot see. Even though I am using the same brush, I am switching off the colors, because like I said, I am, you know, cleaning it off with the towel on my lap. So yeah, that's how I got the little ombre liner, and I loved it, you guys. I was like, yes, yes. So now I'm going back in with the Q-tip again, and now this time around I am now cutting right along that little ombre liner thing that we have going on. You guys get what I'm doing here. We're doing kind of like the same exact thing that we did the first time, and just really perfecting that liner. And it wouldn't be a video of mine if my boyfriend wasn't in my damn background. Like, come on. Anyways, so now again we're going back in with Blank Canvas, and now we're gonna do our second cut crease, but this time around we are literally gonna cut out the whole entire lid. So you want to make sure that you're dragging this all the way out, and like of course I always say, when using Blank Canvas, you want to make sure that you're tapping over it, because this is a thicker base and you do not want to set those creases, okay? So now I'm going back in with the shade Antidote, and now we're going to kind of create that graphic lid. And for that, I will be pulling it out on the side of my eye, kind of creating like a winged liner, and following right along that edge of like the ombre liner that we did. But you do not want to bring this all the way into your inner corner. You want to kind of stop it halfway, because that's where the shimmer is going to go. So now I'm going back in with Antidote, the same exact shade, and we're going to fill in that entire outer corner wing part. And then I'm going in again with Clover, which was that darker green, and just tapping right alongside of the shade Antidote. And like I said, you just want to keep that on the outer corner, and I'm just making sure that both shades are nice and blended nicely into one another. And now you guys, there were so many pretty green shimmer shades that I could have used, but I decided to go in with the shade Silvery, which was a greenish silver gold duochrome. It was so beautiful, you guys. This shade was so reflective, and it literally looked like a different color in different lighting. One minute it looked silver, one minute it looked lime green. Like, I loved it. This shade is stunning, and I'm so happy that I popped this one all over my lid. But yeah, you guys, I wanted just to really quickly show you guys a rough draft of the second eye, even though we're doing all the same exact steps. So crease, Q-tip, cut it. Then of course layer on all of your fun bright colors, starting with the yellow, the orange, and finishing with the purple, and then cutting the crease again. popping on that Antidote shade, creating that wing, then popping on the shimmer. And then of course, last but not least, we love a good lid blend, so pop on some Clover right in between just to make sure, like I said, everything is blending and looking popping. So this is the completed eyes. Like I said, that was pretty much it for the eyeshadow. I am obsessed with this look. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But now it's time to move on to the face. So I wanted to use some new makeup products. So I wanted to try out this new Pixie Vitamin C. This is a priming oil. I've told you guys before that my skin is hella dry during this time of season, so I need all of the primer oil. Okay, I'm also going to use the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. This is a more blurring primer, and this is my first or second time using this, and I really enjoy this, you guys. I actually probably like this one better than the one size one, no shade. But anyways, for foundation, I'm actually going to take the Kat Von D Good Apple foundation. I'm in the shade medium 30, and as you guys can see in the pan, I probably used this once or twice. So I was like, you know what, this is pretty new to my collection, so let's use it in today's video. And I'm not gonna lie, like, yo, the application of me applying my foundation was so quick. Like, I honestly couldn't even believe it while I was editing. I was like, that's it, like I did it that quick. Damn. So this is kind of about to be like my new filming foundation, if that makes sense, because it literally is so easy to apply. It's like a foundation bomb. You just dip your brush right into the damn foundation, swirl up in there, and apply it to your face. You guys see how full coverage and beautiful this foundation is? Because it is a bomb, I wanted to make sure that I did go over it with my beauty blender just to make sure that it was literally pressed into my skin. And now I am gonna cream contour. I'm tight because I didn't get to show you guys the product shot, but anyways, this is the Mama Mitchell blush in his cream contour shade in Caramel Chisel, and this is my favorite cream contour right now, you guys. I literally fell in love with it after the first time I used it in my last video, which you guys are going to be seeing upcoming this week. And girl, I had to leave the footage of me blending out my contour because this shit blends like butter. I love the formula of this cream contour. It's so good. If you have not tried Mama Mitchell's blushes, girl, you need to hop on them. So now I wanted to try out new concealer, and this is the Per Push-Up Concealer. And bitch, let's really talk about it. I wasn't really liking it, I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like, all right, color is cute, but it was hella thin. Okay, so here I am trying to put on a lot, which actually did not work in my favor because I felt like the more product I put on my under eye, it was so creasy and there was no going back. So I was just like, you know what, listen, let me try to set it with my favorite powder at the moment, which is Derma Blend. And at first she was cute. It was creaseless, honey. It was like, creases where, who? But after like literally 10 minutes in, I started seeing my under eye crease up. So I really do not recommend the Per Push-Up Concealer. So anyways, let's just move along. I did set the rest of my face with the the number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. And now for bronzer, this is the Essence Matte Sun Club bronzer. You guys, this is such an affordable bronzer palette. You get 4 shades, and I believe that this palette is no more than $10. And girl, it's pigmented. I love this contour palette. I was literally using it all Halloween. And now for blush, I wanted to try this Profusion Blush 3 palette, and I couldn't just get over how beautiful she was. I was like, all right, let's give her a moment on this camera because bitch, she's stunning. And ooh, I was shocked because I was not expecting it to be that pigmented. You guys, Profusion is super inexpensive, and I believe this blush palette was like less than $5, and I couldn't believe how much pigment the blush had. I was like, okay, bitch, definitely one of my favorites. So now for highlighter, of course, because this is a Stacey Marie palette look, we are going to be using her Get Wet highlighters in the shade. This is Soft Silk, which is the golden one, and girl, the title of this highlighter is Get Wet because it literally makes your skin look wet. I love it. I live. So the only thing that I'm doing on my lower lash line, you guys, is literally putting a nude in my waterline. And I'm just going to drench my lower lashes in mascara. I wanted this look to just stay dramatic at the top. So I didn't really want to do too much for the bottom, but I did want to do a beaming ass inner corner. So I did take the KARABEAUTY Diamond Light highlighter, and I did use that as a little inner corner highlighter. And now for my lips, you guys, I'm always mad close to my camera, but this is the Morphe Bite Me lip liner, and this one's hella small. The damn title is worn off anyway, so yeah, get the point. Line your lips. And then now I'm just gonna take my NYX suede liquid, no, I always say liquid lipstick. It's a regular lipstick, and this one is in the shade Dainty Days. But you guys, we are gonna add a gloss at the end, and that literally is gonna take the whole look from 0 to 100, so just stay tuned. But anyways, like I said, I'm not used to having nothing bare on my lower lashes, so weirdly, like my eyeballs, it just wasn't, I just felt like it was off. So I literally just connected the outer corner wing and just dragged a little tiny bit of shadow onto my lower lash line. Like I said, just to give it something, and I felt like it just felt a lot better. It looked a lot better. So yeah, now that my hair is black, you guys, I do have to set my brows with some type of brow gel because they do kind of look sometimes lighter. So I did do that really quickly. And then last but not least, this is the Patrick Ta She's Thirsty setting spray and honey. I was feeling bougie today. I drenched my face in this, and bitch, I love this setting spray. It's expensive as fuck, but girl, she's worth it because it is so good. And last but not least, for my makeup, you guys, after setting spray, I actually like to go in with more powder on my beauty blender and just tap right over where I know I'm gonna crease, like my smile lines and just everywhere that I want to re-mattify, because I feel like sometimes drenching your face in setting spray, it can actually cause you to crease up quicker. So I do like to do that last little step. And last but not least is this gloss, you guys. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss, and I'll leave the shade name to this one in the description box. But this is my favorite gloss at the moment, you guys, and let me just show you how this just transformed the look, because the look was already serving, but bitch, after I put this gloss on, now she's really fucking serving. Okay, like I'm ready to pop the fuck out. I'm so mad that I am absolutely not going anywhere right now, and it is probably 1 in the morning, and I'm just gonna wash this shit off. But bitch, I am feeling myself. You can see me. I'm like, ooh, bitch, she did that she did. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Thank you all for watching. Comment down below what videos you guys want to see next, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And until next time, bye.